Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rachakodash. I want to say double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say shalom to the full elect out there hearing this word in truth and sincerity. All right, so I just want to do a quick lesson, this ongoing topic, this, unity, camp unity that Jake want to see so bad, and one thing that our people fail to realize is that, the only unity that will be on this side is of the elect. All right, because, when Yahweh Shai come back, he's coming back to gather his elect, not gather, the whole nation, because it's already written that 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to be destroyed, and only the remnant is going to be delivered, but our people have it set in their mind just because, with the same skin color or, they so-called are for a good cause, that we should all come together to make that so-called good cause work. At the end of the day, if that's not rooted, in Yahweh Shai, that good cause is not going to go anywhere. That's why the only thing, that'll bring us together, all right, is this truth, this doctrine. All right. Now, this is the book of Amos 3:3. It says, can two walk together except they be agreed? All right. Two people can't be together or walk together unless they agree in the same thing. So if you got one camp teaching, the hell doctrine, and then another camp teaching the new moon Sabbath, all right, and another camp teaching that only the elect will get delivered, and the other ones are saying that all the nations is going to, it's like all the whole nation of Israel is going to make it. It's going to be a clash at some point, and they will not be able to walk together, man. It's going to always be confusion. It's going to always be contention, So there will be no, united, Israel on this side. The whole nation will be reunited in the kingdom of heaven, and that's when Jake is going to be in their right mind. But until then, there will not be any, unification on this side. Okay. Now I want to get this quick scripture in the book of Matthew, because Yahweh Shai made it clear, right, that he's only come for his sheep, his elect. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 30. It says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man, the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. See, they're going to gather the elect, all right? And the elect are the ones, that stood stiffly for Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, let's get another one. The book of Isaiah 34, talking about the gathering of the elect, and that's all that matter. You see, you got Jake out there, you got teachers or so-called prophets out there, who wants to save the whole nation. First of all, we're not the ones saving anybody. All right, Yahweh Shai is the one that's going to save, his elect. Yahweh Shai is the one coming back to save, all right, Israel. All right, the most we can do is what we were told to do, which is preach this word. All right, and the elect is going to gravitate towards it. This is Isaiah 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, and none shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. You see, who has his spirit gathered? The elect. All right, because Jake, of course we've been downtrodden, for so long as a people. Our people pretty much want to see any kind of salvation that's going to put them in the right spot. But once again, the only salvation that we're going to receive is of Yahweh Shai. That's why everything that, Jake has done up to this point have never worked, because it is not the way that the Lord want us to be, in a good case, for the lack of better words. This is the heathens world. This is their kingdom. We can't have our rulership in the heathens world, man. You can refer to that, Daniel the 7th chapter, where it goes into the four beasts, all right, and their rulership. Pretty much a representation of the heathen kingdoms. All right, and after that, Yahweh Shai will set up his rulership on the earth. Okay? This current world, this current system has to be destroyed before we can rule. All right, because there will be no wickedness in the kingdom of heaven. All right. Now, I want to get this scripture right here in Sirach 13 and 15, because when you look at, these Jakes, all right, and I'm talking about the listeners, right, they gravitate more towards the camp, that they agree with. They gravitate more towards the camp, that appeases, what they want to hear. Like the scripture calls it, they have itching ears, It says, Sirach 13 and 15, every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. Right? So if you like to hear that Christian stuff, that Christian doctrine, then you'll gravitate more towards IUIC. If you want to hear more, about that gang life, street culture, you're either going to gravitate toward, Sakari or the ISUBK, who's pretty much put out that image. If you gravitate more towards prophecy, learning, gravitate more towards, growing, you're going to, listen to GMS, Great Millstone, So if you got somebody that's, more, centered around that gang street life, by default, you're not going to want to listen to GMS because GMS, rebuke that behavior. GMS rebuke that lifestyle. All right. If you gravitate more towards, that Christian shit, still calling on JC, you're not going to want to listen to Great Millstone because we rebuke that shit, So no, we cannot walk together because there's always going to be some contention, among the way, and that's the way Yahweh Shem Yahushua wanted it. Because once again, he's not coming for the whole nation. He's coming for his elect. Verse 17 says, what fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly, and what fellowship has a false prophet with a true believer? The true believer is not going to get along with that false prophet because, he's going to understand that false prophet is speaking lies and he's only here for himself and to fill his belly. All right. The false prophet is that wolf and you eating, off of the lamb, off of the sheep of the Lord, man. Okay. I believe it's in Ezekiel 34, Salaki, where it goes into, Yahweh Shem Yahushua addressing, all right, these wolves, these grievous wolves. Ezekiel 34 and verse 2. Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel, prophesying, saying to them, thus saith the Lord power unto the shepherds, woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks? And it cuts off right there, but it's supposed to say, should not the shepherds feed the flock? Because you got a lot of so-called leaders among Israel, like the scripture says, among my people are found wicked men. All right. But you got a lot of shepherds among Israel, that are deceiving the people, all right, that are teaching Jake lies, making money off of Jake's ignorant, all right? Not just in, this Israelite thing, but also, in the Christian church, you got these pastors that work for Esau Edom, and they're teaching lies for filthy lucre's sake, It says, verse 3, you eat the fat and you do, and you clothe you with the wool. You kill them that are fed, but you feed not the flock. And how do they kill Jake? All right, by continuously teaching Jake lies. All right, and not telling them the truth. Because remember, us not having this truth, we're likened unto dry bones. We're likened unto, being in a dead state. And when Yahweh Shem Yahushua, made this wisdom known unto us, made this truth known unto us, that was the flesh, the bones coming upon, rising up, the flesh coming upon us. And then you got Jake teaching lies, which is what? Filleting the flesh off of our people once again, bringing Jake back into that black culture lifestyle, so on and so forth. Verse 4, the diseased have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick, neither have ye bound up that which was broken, neither have ye brought again that which was driven away, neither have you sought that which was lost, but with force and with cruelty have you ruled them. And preaching this word is the ultimate healing to our people. All right, because remember what Yahushua said, going to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Let me get that real quick. I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna get what Yahushua said. Verse 5, it says, and they were scattered because there was no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field and when they were scattered. Because when Jake don't hear this word, this truth, that that gives the heathen, more leeway to pretty much eat off of them, eat off of their ignorance. Now just imagine if our people heard that our Esau, Edom, was the devil and the enemy, they'd look at him different. All right, as well as all the heathen, they'd look at him different. But Jake still see Esau, the enemy, all right, as an innocent, loving white man. All right, where Esau pretty much wants our people deleted, man. All right. That's why they're still stuck in that mindset that Esau loves him, or that Stockholm syndrome mindset, because Jake don't know the truth. If they really knew the truth, they'd do some shit to Esau, man. All right. Of course, you got coons out there that would forgive Esau for things that they done, but you got a lot of Jake that really just don't know the truth, man. They got to hear it. All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter, chapter 5. Salakia, Matthew 10, where he sent the disciples. I believe they call it the Great Commission. Matthew 10 and 5, right here. It says, these 12 sent Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not. All right, the heathen. Okay, don't go to the heathen. All right, but go to the Israelites. Verse 6, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Right, so Jake is lost out here, man. Jake really don't know what's going on. And that's why Yahushua sent forth his men to preach. And through this preaching, our people are being healed. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. And that's all entailed in preaching this word. I just came from a store, and it was just homeless Jake. He was just talking to himself, saying all kinds of shit, man. And it was like, yeah, that's a Jake that needs salvation. All right, our people really need deliverance, man. And these are the ones that, need to hear the word. The heathen don't need to hear the word. All right, the heathen don't need no salvation. They're in their kingdom. But you got Jakes that believe that, all right, the heathen, deserves to be in our kingdom with us, living life like we're going to live life, man. Absolutely not. The heathen, they're going to be subject unto us. All right. You even got Jakes, all right, Israelites that know that the Israelites are teaching that the heathen, all right, the heathen that suppressed us, the Edomites, man, right, are going to be in our kingdom sitting on thrones with us, man. Just the thought of that alone disgusts me, right? So this is why we cannot come together, because Jake is out here teaching garbage, all right? And like Galatians 5 says, Galatians 5 and 9, a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. So if you come together in unity, but you don't believe in the same thing, eventually that leaven, all right, is going to seep into, your doctrine, all right, and eventually, incorporate more errors within your doctrine, man. That's why the scripture says to mark them which cause division, all right, because, you can't let that grow, or else, it'll become a shit show, so this is why Yahushua, once again, is only coming for his elect, because you got Israelites that just not right, man, all right, and, whether people want to believe it or not, all right, we cannot come together, all right, this truth is only for the elect, and only the elect will be delivered, so that's the point. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rachakodash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.